If you think the riskiest moment in a financial transition is the chaos itself, you might be missing something important because the danger often doesn't show when everything is falling apart. It usually shows up later instead, when life begins to settle, when daily routines start returning, and when nothing feels urgent anymore. That's when attention quietly drifts away. That's when assumptions remain unquestioned. And that's when important things go unexamined. The most dangerous moments in a financial transition isn't actually the storm. It's the moment you finally exhale and quietly say to yourself, I think we're okay now. Not because something has gone wrong, but because calm convinces us that the work must be finished. Most people believe risk lies inside chaos and uncertainty. But what I've seen repeatedly is risk showing up later. It shows up after stability returns. I'm Vicki Joern, a financial advocate who helps individuals navigate major life transitions, such as retirement, job loss, caregiving, divorce, or the loss of a loved one. And today is about what deserves attention once life feels manageable again. Think about cleaning a house after a long, exhausting season. You clear away the big things. You organize the obvious messes and everything looks neat and presentable. And there's relief. Then weeks later, you open a closet you avoided, or a drawer left untouched, or a box you couldn't face. And you realize something important. The house wasn't fully finished. It was simply quiet. Nothing was wrong at all. You just hadn't reached every single room yet or every drawer. I see this so often after someone experiences loss. They come wanting everything organized, not just for themselves, but for their loved ones. They don't want their loved ones to go through what they've gone through. They don't want others to go through what they did. We gather all the accounts, we consolidate scattered paperwork, we begin planning what comes next. And there's a moment they finally take a breath. Life feels steadier again. Then later, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, while cleaning out a home, sorting paperwork, or organizing their own files, more things appear unexpectedly. Has that happened to you? Another account shows up, another document surfaces, another loose end remains. Not because anyone failed, not because calm arrived before everything was complete. Nothing goes wrong immediately afterwards. Bills are paid on time, and life keeps moving forward. The urgency slowly fades away. So the assumptions quietly become, if nothing feels urgent, everything must be fine. That assumption makes sense. And that's exactly why this moment matters. The storm demands immediate attention. Stability requires thoughtful discernment. And during chaos, you react quickly. You do what must be done. And afterwards, you finally have space to think differently. Not because you're unsure, but because you're no longer rushing. Or if you only remember a few things from today, let it be these truths, not rules or instructions, just reminders that matter after transitions. First, the riskiest moment isn't the storm itself, it's the calm that follows. That's when attention drifts away and assumptions quietly remain. Second, relief can create blind spots, not because you're careless, but because you carried so much for so long. Exhaling means safety, not that something was missed. Third, calm doesn't always mean complete. Things can feel settled and still deserve review. Some details surface only after the noise quiets. And fourth, good crisis decisions still deserve review. That doesn't invalidate them. It honors a different season. And fifth, stability isn't the finish line. It's the vantage point. When clarity and wisdom finally have room. Once you sit with this, notice which one lingers the most to you of those five. That's often the clue worth paying attention to. There's no need to rush. Just notice it gently. Stability isn't the finish, it's the vantage point. It's where you finally see what still matters and what quietly needs attention. Not because something broke, but because you stopped running. You took a breath. If life feels quieter right now, this moment may matter more. Not to rush decisions, not to ignore loose ends, just to notice clarity. Clarity rarely arrives during the storm. It usually shows up after, when life slows enough to let you see. Then you usually have clarity, even more. If this episode resonated, please like or tell a friend. And if you value a thoughtful conversation, no pressure, no urgency, you can visit our website and subscribe and schedule a call when it feels right, when it feels best for you. And remember to be financially prepared for today and the uncertainties of tomorrow.